High school football is back in the state of Georgia, and that means Dog Post is going to be out seeing some top Georgia commitments and Georgia targets throughout the fall. And this past week, the first week in Georgia high school football, it was a big one. Dog Post went out to see Cedartown at Denmark, of course, there to see Georgia linebacker commit CJ Washington, who played on both sides of the ball at running back and linebacker. And that's what this video is all about. I've got some clips from his performance against Denmark in a big win. Actually, it was kind of a sloppy win. It was 7-3, real slobber knocker. That one was kind of bland and boring, but looking back on it, that's probably what I should have expected between two offenses that were really struggling to get things going. It was a quick game because Cedartown ran the wing tee, small program up towards Rome. Basically, they've got guys who play both ways throughout the game. And they ran the ball and ran the clock, and then Denmark just could not do anything offensively. So 7-3 win for Cedartown, and here's some clips of CJ Washington. He had a few tackles, but Denmark was running the zone read, and they were not letting anything go CJ's way. He was about 6'1", 220, 225, still one of the best players on the field. It was easy to see that, but it's not like he went out there and lit up the stat sheet, and I wasn't exactly expecting him to. Listen, when I go see Georgia targets and commitments, I have super high expectations because I assume these are the best players in the country. The way Georgia recruits, especially the last 4 or 5 years, you're not getting a spot to sign in this class unless you are an elite athlete. They go after game changers. That's the guys who they want to sign. And apparently the staff loves CJ Washington. He told me after the game, hear from both Kirby Smart and Dan Lanning, sending him, good luck text before the game. So they are all in on this kid. And I get it. He's not a 5-star. He's probably not a high 4-star, at least in my eyes. But not the biggest guy. Again, about 6'1", maybe. 220 pounds, all muscle. The guy is a weight room warrior, works out with Nick Chubb all the time when Nick is back in Cedartown. That's obviously where he went to school. And CJ was rocking that number 27 on Friday night too. Had a few nice runs at running back. He wasn't the guy who got the most carries, but when he did, he made them count and he broke some tackles. This was a strong Denmark defense. I really like this defense and think that they still have a chance to win that region. They just have to have better quarterback play because the defense was stout. And they definitely have some D1 talent on that side of the ball. And they didn't let CJ get off any big type of runs. I think in one of these clips, he goes off for about 30, 35 yards maybe, breaking a few tackles along the way. But he's going to play linebacker at Georgia. And again, he had a few tackles, but they made sure to know where he was at all time and have the play go the other way. They said, you know what, we don't want CJ Washington to beat us, to hit us in the backfield, force a fumble, especially when points were not coming for either team really. So the last thing they wanted to do was make a mistake and have this big-time Georgia commitment kind of take over the game. So they stayed away from him, but he still found a way to make an impact, especially near the goal line. Denmark had plenty of opportunities inside the 5, but CJ Washington and that Cedartown defense made sure that they didn't get anything across the line of scrimmage. So overall, it was not the best performance I've ever seen from a Georgia commit, but seeing the way they ran their offense and the time that they killed off the clock, again, it was probably the quickest game that I've ever seen because they were just draining the clock the entire time. So that was nice. It wasn't, I didn't have to stay up till past 11 to cover the game, but he still made an impact. He still ran the ball. He still made some tackles. And again, playing both ways, it's easy to tire out. So it's not like he was out there every single play, but they did distribute the carries, between their other running backs, and they had a big fullback who would just run up the middle. That dude was a bowling ball. He's the one who scored Cedartown's only touchdown of the game. But CJ was running hard, and he kept the chains moving. They gave him the ball towards the end of the game to try to milk the clock finally, and he was able to do that. So I thought he got off blocks pretty well. Spun off one, uses his hands well to get off blocks, and got after the quarterback a little bit. I thought there was one time where he kind of missed a sack, came back around and helped someone else get it. So he's definitely not perfect, but you look at him and dude's chiseled. There's no doubt about that. He loves the weight room. He's all muscle, big, tough, strong kid. Well, not really big, but he's tough and he's strong. And again, leaving the game, I said, you know what? He probably was the best player out there. I love the Denmark offensive tackle. He's an SEC left tackle in my eyes too, and he had a good game. But C.J. Washington, what he was able to do on both sides of the ball to help his Cedartown team come to Alpharetta on the road, beat a strong Denmark team that's on, an up-and-coming program, and do it 7-3 with outstanding defense and tough running. I guess I was kind of impressed afterwards. But that was it, and 7-3 win, kind of a boring game. But hopefully the game this Friday, that'll be it. I think I'm going to be at Milton in North Cobb. Milton has one of the top players in the entire country, Levis Overton. Y'all know all about him because I've seen him just about as much, if not more than any other guy in this industry so far. And he's just a junior, one of the top juniors in the country. Of course, North Cobb has Denylon Morset, the wide receiver. I'm not sure his hand is fully healthy yet, so I'm not really sure if he's playing. But they also have Marquise Groves-Killebrew, a four-star defensive back commit who's also going to play some receiver and return some kicks. So hope that one's not a 7-3 score. But this past weekend was. That's just how it happens. C.J. Washington, overall, impressive performance. Thanks for watching this video, guys. There's a story all about this over on Dog Post. Make sure you go check that out. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned to the next one coming up right now, and I'll see you over on the website.